Aloha! State of Mind Podcast. And I believe we are live. That's right. It's the Aloha State of Mind Podcast. It's me, Mark Easy, and my partner,
DJ Free.
Hey! That's not a Santa Claus hat, but it's okay.
I'm a Mad Hatter elf.
Hope you guys are having a great Christmas Eve. We're just chilling here in the San Diego studio, aka my garage,
Yep.
with Santa and is that Rudolph with us?
I don't know. It's cold, but yes, it's Rudolph. It's a cold garage here.
But we're doing it all for you guys out there on this Christmas Eve Aloha State of Mind podcast. Forgive me. We've been busy cooking some grub earlier, so.
Yeah. You know, it's the first time first time I've done, we actually cooked meat gin.
Yeah.
Have you done it before?
No, never have. I
Okay.
just Googled it the other day when you were talking about it, and we were like, why don't we try it? And we watched this video on YouTube from like a cook from Foodland or something it was, and
Right.
we just said, we could do that.
Right? It's only flour, egg, and meat. So we're like, we could try it. You know, it came out pretty good, though.
Yeah, we'll have a little video we'll post up on our YouTube in a few days after I get it all edited down. But hopefully you guys having a great holiday season and all your Christmas wishes coming true most definitely. And we got a lot in store for you in the upcoming year. But first, let's wrap out a little bit. You know, we're just talking story tonight. We didn't want to put anybody on the spot, any guests on the spot, because it is Christmas Eve. They're enjoying time with their family, so we're just chilling.
Well, I mean, it again, like Mark said, it is Christmas Eve, and we just wanted to, make sure that we put out the podcast and let everybody know, Mele Kaliki Maka from the Hawaii boys in California and Las Vegas. And I actually drove in from Las Vegas to California, to San Diego, just to hang out with Mark and his Ohana. And so, it's fun, man.
Yeah, because we went up there for Thanksgiving. Usually we're in Vegas for Christmas because we like to go see those Christmas lights at the Raceway Park and what was that other one we always go to? The Village Santa's something.
Oh my goodness, what is it called? Santa's. Oh, jeez, Opportunity Village.
Opportunity
Yeah,
Village.
yeah.
That is correct.
So that place is pretty cool. It's like a little mini I guess like because they prepare all year round, and then they put it together to help out. It's Opportunity Village is actually like to help out I guess disadvantaged people.
Right.
Yeah. So and it gives them something to do all year round, and they actually have like a train over there that they put together, and it's really cool. It's really cool.
Yeah, they got all those sponsored Christmas trees. You walk through this path, and there's like literally hundreds of Christmas trees sponsored by local businesses who support Opportunity Village. So it's definitely a good thing to take the family, check out, and it's also supporting a good cause. So it's a win-win situation. If you're out in Vegas, you definitely want to check that out. And we usually go to, like I said, the Raceway Park and drive through that one. And what's the other one we will always go to? I forget. There's one more.
Opportunity Village, Raceway Park, and I think last year they had this thing at the Rio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
I
had
don't think
something
we went
like
to
that.
that one though, but that one was kind of craziness, but lots of stuff going on over there. So
Right.
usually we're there, but this year we decided to stay home and we waited free over for the holiday season because that's like my brother from another Filipino mother.
Right.
So yeah, we just kind of hanging out, doing the Christmassy thing. Like we gotta wrap some gifts a little bit later, and hopefully we get some people on the podcast tonight. If not, we totally understand because you guys are spending time with your family, but you guys can watch this back and enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show. You can always watch the back. What does it call that? Backlog.
Replay.
Replay. There you go.
Yeah, on YouTube as always. So we've been having a lot of feedback, a lot of good feedback from all our subscribers and everyone asking us, how can we get this shirts and stuff? Well, we got a website, Free and Easy Lifestyle, and among the other designs, we have the Aloha State of Mind podcast logo wear t-shirts and hoodies for now.
Yeah, so if you want, you can go ahead and take a look in the description below, and we'll have the link in the description, right?
Yeah, I'll post that in the description a little bit later on. And yeah, definitely some big things. And we'll be doing some giveaways starting in January. I guess once a month we will be giving away. I don't know if we're gonna give away T-shirts, hoodie, maybe some stickers. We got some other merch we're trying to what is it? Incentivize? How would you
Right.
say that?
Yeah, it's an incentive, but
I think I need Grammarly.
right. Well, also, it makes it so that when people subscribe, it's not just like, oh, I'm subscribing to their website or their page just because I like them. Now they have a reason to like, oh, I like them, and I can get like original artwork from Free Isabello. I can, get some merchandise from Mark Easy, stuff like that. So, we always trying to give value to our people that support us.
Right,
So.
most definitely. And we're also lining up some great guests coming up in the year. Ooh, caught something there. That hurt. Yeah, we're getting some great guests we'll be having on the podcast as we grow. And like I said, if you have someone you think we should be on our podcast, someone doing great things, who is originally from Hawaii, whether they're in the mainland or still back home, we would love to have them on the podcast and just rock with us and just educate people on what are they doing to better themselves, and maybe they can help other people along their journeys as well.
Yep. So okay. So now that we got that through,
Yeah.
what's your plans for the next year?
Next year, I plan to lose 50 pounds.
50.
50.
Wow, that's a lot. Well, you know what? I know you can do it. I know you can do it.
I'm just setting my mind to it. They say the secret or whatever. You just put it out in the universe and it will happen.
The secret.
So I'm just putting it out there. I'm gonna lose 50 pounds. I did the 75 hard challenge. I lost about 25 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm probably gaining back another 5 over this holiday season. My wife was baking, like, went on a baking frenzy the last 2 days.
I mean, today she woke up baking, and right now, as we speak, at 9 o'clock at night, she's still baking.
Yeah, we have.
I mean,
like,
12 hours at least.
What'd she make? She made these Ritz crackers. Weird. It's like a Ritz cracker with peanut butter and marshmallow in the middle. So kind of looks like Oreo, then covered with chocolate. And then when you bite in it, it's like, it doesn't even taste like it'd be like a Ritz cracker. It tastes like a full-on cookie, some kind of treat or something.
Well, the Ritz cracker brings like a salty flavor. You know, like how they have a salted caramel now.
Right.
So she used that as like a salty sweet cracker thing. Dude,
Right.
it's amazing. I don't know where she got that recipe, but it's awesome.
Yeah, and she's been baking some, of course, huge, gigantic chocolate chip cookies. And also this, I don't know what that cookie was with the one Hershey kiss in the middle.
It's like a snickerdoodle with a kiss in the middle.
Yeah, some crazy things. So it's the snickerdoodle thing, and she's baking pumpkin pie,
Like 4 different pies.
apple pie, pecan pie, and what else? There was some other things she was
My
baking.
face looks like a big pie after I eat it.
Yeah, it was like some crazy baking going on. Then tomorrow is the big festivities with all the turkey and ham and all that
Right.
good stuff. We're gonna be stuffed like turkeys tomorrow. So I'm glad we're doing the podcast today.
Right? It fell on the perfect day where we can, say all our happy holidays and all that and Merry Christmases and then eat like crazy tomorrow.
Yeah. So yeah, but definitely one of my goals is to lose 50 pounds. Yeah, 50 pounds, and also another goal I want is this maybe.
Just
I
do
don't know
it.
if this may be overzealous.
Do it.
But I would like to see our Aloha State of Mind podcast, YouTube, hit at least 1,000 subscribers.
I think we can do that too. We just got to get people to talk about it and have our subscribers actually tell people, hey, subscribe to this channel, but they're going to go someplace. You know what I mean? Like, just have faith in the process. So,
Right. So we would definitely need you guys to help us with that subscribe and to the channel. So definitely tell your friends about it and tell a friend and tell a phone and tell a Filipino. Yep. That's an old school radio joke. But anyways, yeah, I would definitely love your support. So I want 1,000 subscribers, lose 50 pounds, and I don't know, just be more disciplined in life. I think I just been kind of just. I feel like I've been lollygagging through life. I don't know where that word. These words just come up in my mind. I've never.
Lollygagging.
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what it means. I think it's like dragging your feet, but like I don't know where these words come out of my
Lollygagging.
mind sometimes. I just pull them out like a magician out of my hat, like lollygagging. But
It's probably something like your grandma or your mom used to say all the time,
yeah,
and you just don't remember it until later on in life. You're like, how did I get lollygagging?
right, definitely. Yeah. So, what are some of your some of your
um, well, kind of like what you said. I don't know if you know The Secret. You know, the people out there. It's called The Secret. You put the energy out there into the universe, and it helps you bring it back in. And for me, I wanted to expand my brand, and like instead of just comic books, I want to be an artist known to do multiple things, like how I used to be. You know, I used to do graffiti art. I used to do painting. I used to, do comic books. I used to do, all these different things, and I only do comics now. So I want to expand the brand. I want to expand my my artistic horizon. So that's one thing.
okay.
Secondly, I like to make it where financially I'm a little bit more stable. I mean, I
Don't
know
we all?
right, exactly. But at the same time, we all want that. But what are we really doing to get there? That's the question that a lot of people, they say, "Oh, what do you want to do? I want to get rich," but they don't have the why or how to do it, and they don't actually have the okay. So I got to do this before I get to do this, before I get to do that, and so A and B has to be done before you get to C.
Right.
And so that's the kind of thing that I'm like focusing on next year, on how to actually say, this is the number that I want to get. How can I get there?
Right.
What's the steps I got to take, and I actually got to be disciplined to take them. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah, so that's my two, and then of course win the lottery, buy a dog, make sure that the dog's already trained because I don't know how to train a dog. Get my battery fixed in my car, which I got my battery fixed. So thank you, Chandler, for helping me out on that. But yeah, I got my battery fixed.
Yeah, that was. This is like real random stuff we just talk about tonight. That was really weird, like how, like you went to like 5 different places and no one could get that battery off. It was like, was it some special kind of connector, or was it just so rusted that it would come off?
Well, a little bit of both. It's called a bell style connector, where instead of like the clamps just going on the post like this,
Right, like a normal.
like a normal one, it was like it had a bell shape that went over like that. And so what happened was, over the years, I guess because I never really checked, because I never had to, it got corroded so bad where the connectors couldn't even be taken off. So they had to cut the cables, take the battery out, reconnect everything else, and put it back in.
Right.
So
Man, that's insane.
isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But
Here's Mitchell
hey,
Palooza.
Mitch. Okay, so Mitch, Merry Christmas Eve, brother. How you doing, man? My friend Mitch, he was one of the guys that was a leader at the YMCA, Central YMCA. Go Central.
Central, is that the one downtown?
Yeah, no, that's the one that's right next to Alma Mater.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he was a leader at Central YMCA, and I was a junior leader. And I actually looked up to him because of how he used to take care of the kids. He had a group of all boys, and you know how rugged we can get, right?
Right.
And so, but he knew how to take care of it. And guess what he does now?
What is that?
He's a head coach at a football team in Washington.
Washington.
Yeah.
Washington State?
Well, the state of Washington,
Yeah.
like Seattle and Tacoma and all that. But it's a small school. It's a small university.
Right.
But he's one of the coaches.
Oh, that's very cool.
So that kind of translated from what he used to do until now. So right on, Mitch. Merry Happy Eve Christmas.
Yeah, I wonder, it must be cold up there.
Is it cold up there?
Is it Washington?
Other-
What part of Washington?
I don't know. Yeah, what part of Washington do you live in?
What?
What's that other coach? What's not a coach? Okay, well, what are you up there, man? I thought you were a coach. Because I was literally about to drive up there next year and watch one of your games. So you got to tell me, because if you're not coaching, I'm not going. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I definitely could see you like but getting back to the topic of goals for next year, I could definitely see you diversifying. I think we're already talking about things you could possibly do besides a comic book art. I know you got a lot of passion for that, but like I'm thinking your artistic talents can take you a lot further. I think we can. I'm always thinking about making money. Is that bad? I'm always thinking about how can I monetize this guy's talent? He's so talented.
How can I make money off for free? Well, I honestly, dude, I don't think it's a bad thing, and the reason why is because that's true to life. Because if we can make money off of what we love doing, then you like they said, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, right?
Right.
And if you can make money off of it, then why not? Why not say, hey, yeah, this is what I do for a living, and I get to travel the world, I get to hang out with my best friends, and just make money.
Right.
And of course, when you think about, is it bad thinking about making money all the time? No, because we have responsibilities as adults. True. We have responsibilities for family, friends, bills, cars, batteries, all kinds of stuff. You got to get the gallon of water every day because you're doing a 75-day challenge. That's $75 right there,
Yeah, most definitely. It's a tough one. I guess so.
Oh.
I don't want to feel so like I'm too money focused sometimes.
Nah, that's a good thing. Okay, so Mitch, he's out there. You say he's from Spokane, Washington, and eastern side of the state next to Idaho. I didn't know Idaho was bordering, and he's just an alumni and booster. But you know what, man? For this podcast, you're a head coach because it fit the narrative.
Just for tonight, man.
Right.
You're making your Christmas wishes come true. You're a coach.
Oh, Spokane, next to Idaho.
Yeah.
So.
That's very cool.
Oh yeah, I don't think making money is a bad thing at all.
No.
And always thinking about how to make money. Like I said, if I can draw for the rest of my life and make money to support myself and make myself have a good life that way, I would love to. Why would you want to? You know what? I love doing what I do, and I love drawing and all that stuff. But I want to go work at a Costco and burn myself out at like 60 hours a week for the rest of my life.
Right.
Why would you want it?
No.
Oh, no offense to Costco people. I love you. Got respect.
No. Some people like having a 9 to 5. Some people, are more entrepreneurial or what they call, want to be self-employed.
Right.
But so it's whatever floats your boat.
Boat floaters.
Yeah. So I totally understand that. So it's all
good.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I know that your wife and your kids aren't watching right now.
Yeah.
Because they don't give a crap what we do. Let's be honest, they don't care what we do.
Close the garage and don't be too loud.
Right. So what kind of gifts did you get them?
I don't know. They might be listening.
Oh, for real? You never know, right? It's Christmas Eve.
Yeah, they might be listening. But we got. Well, I know the kids aren't listening, so.
I mean, it's kind of hard to hide the car that you got your wife. It's a new Infiniti, but
It's a Tesla SUV.
It's a Tesla SUV.
That's not even released yet.
What is it? No, like the Tesla pickup truck.
Yeah.
Right. Me, George Jetson. Dude, that thing looked weird though, right? Yeah, I mean it looks weird, but that's what people thought of when it went from, hey y'all, get in the pickup truck and let's go down to the watering hole, to like what we have now.
Yeah.
Just imagine that they're like, what kind of car is that? What is that?
Yeah.
Kind of spaceman.
I saw some kind of meme where they compared it to that. What is it? The Jawas. The new with the logo on it. They're like, the new Tesla truck.
New Tesla. It goes over
That's
everything
hilarious.
and holds a whole city of Jawas.
Yeah, but I got she's not I keep saying little one. She's 15 years old, but she's still our little one.
Well, because she's short.
Yeah, so we actually got her like this. She's on this kick about some kind of trampoline thing.
Like bouncy.
Yeah. So we got her not the huge one because we don't want to put a big one in the yard. So kind of like a medium size, not one of those small ones for exercising, but a little bit bigger. I'm just telling you that because you're gonna be helping me put that together tomorrow.
So I'm leaving tonight, by the way. I'm on the midnight train to Georgia.
I don't know if I told you that.
So
I hate the one thing I hate about it. I don't know if you helped me put that together. The other trampoline, maybe not.
No, I guarantee
the springs. like the way you gotta put the springs
Oh,
and
yeah.
stretch it. Like I think there's a technique to it, but like I had the hardest time. Like we had a trampoline previously, and like I had the hardest time putting these springs on the thing. I don't know what it was. You need to have some kind of flick of the wrist or something. I don't know.
We're gonna have to figure that out tomorrow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Now I
hate
got a
putting
question.
Stuff together. Like I'm not what you call like a. I don't want to say I'm not a manly man, but I don't like putting. I don't like
Nobody does.
doing woodwork and like having like. Oh my god! When you gotta put like dresser drawers together and there's like a bazillion screws, I'm like, somebody shoot me.
Right?
I'm not really into it. Like it's just kind of foreign to me. I'm just like, so many like literally like I would rather just have it come assembled or pay somebody because I'm like there's like a
I'll pay you
bazillion
$10.
screws and like things don't line up and I'm like what the heck is going on here? Like why is this taking me like 5 hours to put together?
Dude.
Like this is 5 hours of my life I'll never get back.
Bill Burr has a thing in his stand-up comedy where he's like, losing your mind is a part of the process. You know, it's like, where the hell's that screw? Oh, there it is. There's a screw, right? Like, and so yeah, that's a whole thing about it, man. Okay, so I got a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Fire.
You have a pool in the
Right.
backyard, and you're gonna put a trampoline in the backyard. Is that safe?
I think we'll put it in the front yard. Maybe.
Oh yeah, I forgot you have a front yard. Okay, never mind. I was like, dude, you got to be out there like left and right, just making sure she don't go right into the pool.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got her that, and then some other stuff. Not too many things, because years past we just bought all kinds of crap. Honestly, we buy so many toys and
Yeah.
stocking stuffers and candy things that just wind up in the trash, or like 6 months later they're still sitting there. And like, why do we have this?
Yeah. Why did we buy this? Why do we have this?
So we're trying to just kind of minimalize it this year and be like, okay, well, she needs this, so we'll get that. She wants this, so we'll get that. But not like every little thing. And yeah, just trying to be more minimalistic this year, hopefully, especially if we're considering moving. So considering moving to possibly back to Vegas.
Yay!
We don't want to have like, we already have so much stuff. Like it's crazy how much stuff you accumulate. That's why I hate moving, because it seems like over the years you just accumulate so much junk. It's like,
Right, and you don't
is this
realize
stuff?
it either.
Yeah, I
So.
look like a hoarder. I look like one of those, what is that, A&Es or something? Extreme hoarders or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, number one, hopefully you do move back to Vegas. But secondly, I was talking to my mom a couple
Right.
years ago, and because I used to live with a kid and, Chase and all that,
Right.
and she was telling me, don't buy the kid toys because he's got, 13 other people that day that are going to be giving him toys, and not just one. They're going to give him like 6 toys each and all that kind of stuff. All those toys he ain't even going to play with.
Right.
Spend time with the kid. Go to Dave and Buster's and just hang out. Go to the park and throw the ball around or kick a ball or whatever. Just spend time, because those are the memories that he's going to keep when the toys are already gone.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, and I was like, yeah, but it's Transformers. You better keep that. It's G.I. Joe. He better keep them. But she's like, yeah. But I'm but she's right though. Back in the days, I used to get so many toys. By the way, I love you, Mom and Dad, out in Hawaii. Thank you for all the years of toys and all that craziness. Mele Kaliki Maka. But it's actually the memories of having the whole family together, and we just all the kids would jump on the bikes, and we'll go ride around and
Right.
all that stuff. I don't remember. Well, I don't have the Hot Wheels I had and the Army Men and all that kind of stuff, but I do have the memories now.
Right.
So, yeah, hug your kids.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always those kind of things you take for granted that
Exactly.
sometimes means the most to kids. And I got to follow that advice too. Like sometimes I get so caught up of trying to provide that I forget, like, just hanging out is a good thing. I think the other day we just spent a couple hours without the TV on and just played some like board games. We played this, I don't know what the heck it is. It's like you roll this dice and then you shove a like this plastic hamburger down down the pig's mouth, and then and then like it has a number, and then you push the top of the head, and then like if when it gets too much, the stomach expands, and then the belt pops open.
And this is a board game?
No, it's not a board game. It's just like a little kids game.
Oh, like an iPad game?
No. You actually roll the dice,
Okay.
and then you pick up you roll the dice. So you say you roll the dice.
You roll a
then,
6.
No, you roll. It's colors. So like I say, purple.
Okay.
So there's all these colors. So I say like a purple hamburger. So I grab the purple thing, and I look under there, and there's a number like 4. So I stick the thing in the pig's mouth, and I press the top of his head like 1, 2, 3, 4, and his stomach pumps up like that, and then eventually like it'll pop the belt open like he's too fat. And then whoever pops the belt loses.
And again, like this is kind of like a mousetrap kind of board game,
No,
or like Hungry Hippo.
Yeah, no, it's just like it's just a pig thing, and then you roll the dice and you just push his head. It's not really a board game.
Is it like okay, so this is what I'm comparing it to, because I haven't seen it, and for some odd reason he never showed me. I've been here for 2 days, he never showed me this game. Is it kind of like one of those you open up the mouth of the alligator, you gotta push the teeth, and then if you push the wrong teeth, it goes like this, and then that's the loser.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's kind of like you can use it as a drinking game.
Yeah, you could. You could.
Okay.
So we played that. We were gonna play Hungry Hippo, but they lost all the balls.
Of course they did.
They were like maybe like 6. How are we gonna play this? So.
It's like kind of Hungry Hippos.
Yeah. Like starving
Right?
hippos.
Not really Hungry Hippos, but kind of Hungry Hippos.
Yeah. So just spending time. You kind of take for granted.
Right.
Just spending time is what the kids really want. Well, not all kids. Some kids
Not all
just want
kids.
stuff.
Someone just want to stay in their rooms and do nothing.
Some just want money and just to leave them alone. But
Right.
hey, to each their own. But
I mean, I used to be like that, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
I used to just hang out by myself. Where I lived and the school I went to Marino, right? I don't know if anybody's seen that in one of the old podcasts. But it's because it's a private school. There's a lot of kids that used to live in Ewa Beach, Hawaii Kai, all these different places. When you do a public school, everybody lives in the same area,
right.
But I didn't have that, so I would just go home and play with my GI Joes and my wrestling figures and my fake swords out of my mom's yardstick, sharpen up the top, and she'd get all mad. Yeah, I gotta buy a new yardstick. You're buying the yardstick. I'm thinking to myself, I don't have a job. Like, how am I gonna anyway?
Oh, bro. For some reason, as soon as you say the word yardstick,
Well, spankings.
oh my god, so strange. Like what a trigger word does. Like I never was into sewing, I guess. So as soon as you say yardstick, there's only one thing I know in my mind that a yardstick does, and that is strikes you in the butt.
Right. Just takes you out.
And it's weird because, oh my god. See, now that we're mentioning these things, I remember there was these old school yardsticks where they're like solid wood, not the flimsy ones from like Ben Franklin or whatever you call it, but there were these hard one, and at the ends there were these metal
metal triangles
with the circle at the end.
Yeah.
Oh my god, those things hurt. But that's like I said, it's weird like how when you mention yardstick, that's all that pops in my mind is like, oh boy, ouch, yardstick.
Yardstick. For me, it was not just yardstick. I love you, Mom, but not just yardstick. I had the Hot Wheels tracks.
Oh, those.
Right. Of course, you had the belt, and my stupid butt. I went to, I don't know if we talked about this before, but I went to Knott's Berry Farms because my mom was a travel agent, so we used to go all over the place. And I bought a pirate sword.
Right.
But I guess it wasn't pirate. It was more like the rapier, the skinny sword.
Okay.
Right.
Like some cavalier type.
Yeah. And my mom's like, "You sure you want that?" I was like, "Yeah, I want a sword. I want it." She goes, "Are you sure?" I remember this too. She goes,
boy.
"Are you sure?" I was like, "Yes, I want that." Not a week goes by. We're back at home, and of course, I'm being an ass. Right? I'm just being a rowdy kid, and she called it the singing sword. And whoo, that bugger used to wrap around my leg, man. Right?
She hit the high notes. Oh, Mariah style.
The singing sword. And every time I used to get in trouble, go get me my sword. She used to call it my sword. That's like, it's my sword. Why am I getting you the sword that you're gonna beat the crap out of me with? But she goes, go get me my sword.
But at the time, did you know what she was talking about when she said,
The singing.
"Sure, you want to get it?"
No, not at all. She's like, are you sure? And if you know my mom, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Are you sure? Yeah, yeah, I want it. Okay. I'm just gonna ask you one more time. Are you sure you want this? She knew what she was gonna use it for.
Oh boy. Mitch says getting whacked by the wire hanger was the worst.
Ooh, that one too. Like, well, okay, there's a wire hanger and then there's the plastic hanger. I think the wire hanger is even worse because of the fact that it doesn't break. You know what I mean? It just wraps around you. So you're right, Mitch. That stuff is crazy. Okay, so leave it a comment below if you're not, if you're watching this in the replay.
Right.
Leave your comment below what you used to get whacked with. Slippers or whatever.
Yeah.
My cousin, he used to get whacked like his dad, that passed away a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
He used to have a fishing, like the suji wire.
Yeah.
I guess fishing line for people that don't know what suji is. But he would braid it to make it stronger. Then he would braid he would braid, and then braid all of those together to make a kind of a whip about this long. About that long. Like, oh man, it was scary going over to the house because he doesn't care if anybody's around. Yeah,
Right.
like he doesn't get my auntie's like, no, get people home. I don't care. They can leave. But you know what though? It made it so we grew up with honor and high expectations of ourselves.
Well, yeah, like I said, nowadays it's like these kids are just like, it's child abuse, and you can't even like yell at them or talk to them in a certain way, and they're like, well, you can't do that. Like, it's too much. I don't know.
I think that's the reason why I don't have kids, because I'll just talk to them like how I grew up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you're a kid and you got rights and all that, but you also got to learn respect and how to deal with real life. Because if everybody gives everything to you, then you're not going to learn how to be a good person.
Right.
You know what I mean? But if somebody tells you, hey, knock it off before I knock your head off. Right? And they actually mean it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like even though my mom is like 4'9", that girl could, woo.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care if I was 6 feet tall. My mom was like, yeah, I still lick you. So, and she was right. But, you do something wrong, you get lickings and you learn not to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
it's like, it's just discipline, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As long as they're not like beating you to a pulp or like smacking you in the face,
Not
like fist
abuse.
fighting with you. It's just,
Now,
you
keep
just
in
gotta
mind-
learn how to do stuff.
Yeah,
so
I mean, keep in mind, my mom was not abusive. She was authoritative and disciplinary.
Right.
Like she's not gonna just beat the crap out of me because what? Oh my
Yeah.
God! Like
They
you
never
left
did
your
it to
shoes on the
be like
ground.
to be malicious or
Yeah.
anything. It's just like, you're not listening? Well, bam.
Now are you listening?
Yeah. It's not like beating you to your black and blue type
Right?
things. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, the first hit gonna make you black and blue, so you're already there. And after that, you're like, oh yeah, I'm listening. But yeah, so she, just like any other parents back then.
Right.
Some of them, I don't get me wrong, I can admit that there's some of them are just horrible people that shouldn't have kids.
Right.
But the ones that we grew up with, they did it because they wanted to teach us lessons. They didn't want to beat the crap out of us for no reason.
Right.
There's a reason. The reason, and believe me, I gave my mom a lot of reasons. And my dad and everybody else. Even in my whole family, my uncles, my aunties, they were authorized.
Mm-hmm.
My mom told him, hey, if he sleep over the house and he acting out, just throw him out the window. And they did. So,
Yeah.
but at the same time, because of the way my mom raised me, when I used to go over to other people's houses, she used to be paranoid
Mm-hmm.
because she thought that I acted the way I acted at home.
Oh, gotcha.
And she's like, oh my God, my kid's going to embarrass me. But when she picks me up 2 days later, they're like, he did our dishes. He did this. Like, he's such a nice boy. He said, please and thank you. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. And my mom was like, what kid did you have? Like, this is my kid. Are you sure you're talking about the same one? And so, again, because, she did what she had to do to teach me lessons, I learned those lessons and took them to the other houses. So, anyway,
Yeah.
that's a lot of talking on my part.
Yeah. I think what's prevalent in my mind now when I'm thinking about is like someone who needed discipline as a kid is that I just watched that Netflix show Don't F with Cats.
Oh yeah, if you watch that Netflix show,
Yeah,
don't f with cats.
I don't want to be a spoiler or nothing, so I don't want to mention too much. But like that kid growing up needed a. I think if he got a wire hanger, whacked by a wire hanger or by a yardstick, he wouldn't have done the things he's done. Just put it that way.
Right. Well, I mean, no spoilers or anything, but it's about a criminal that did a lot of crazy stuff, and if you listen to the way his mom talked,
Right.
he did nothing wrong,
Yeah.
and that's another reason why he was put in that frame of mind, is because he didn't have a mother or father to structure him.
Yeah. When
You
you
know?
watch that, you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And, I think you're gonna come back and be like, "Yep."
Yup.
If he got a yardstick to the butt every single time, no, he wouldn't have done the things he done.
Right.
He would have been like, I don't know, the president.
Well, at least because I mean he's actually very famous even before this documentary came out, because like me, the crazy guy that just cannot go to sleep at night, I would actually go online and watch YouTube videos of serial killers and all that,
Right.
and he was one because of the way it happened. He was yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, but I just wanted to put that in there. I don't want to do no spoilers for you who might be out there who want to watch it. I don't want to say nothing. 'Cause I
Right.
hate when people tell me like spoil the thing.
Yeah.
I was also, speaking of, lately I've just been watching some stuff because it's been chill. Watching The Masked Singer, and like I don't have live TV, so I only have like Hulu.
Yeah.
So I can only watch it the day after. So I'm trying to like avoid everything on Facebook and like close myself off. I'm like, I don't want to see nothing.
I don't want to see nothing.
I'm like, go to the gym and they're like showing it. And I'm like, no, don't. It's so hard to avoid it. But then, yeah, I was just trying to wait to the very end to see what happened with that. So I was like, it was a good show. I like The Masked Singer for some reason.
Well, I used to like it.
There's only there's only the second season.
And that's the real. Okay, now this is the reason why. Okay, I don't want to be a curmudgeon. I don't want to be one of those, like just because I'm old, I hate everything. I like the first season,
right.
but I hate to say it, but those judges are so fake, dude.
Oh,
I can't stand. Well, like the "Did you die?" guy. What's his name? Kim Jong.
Kim Jong. Yeah.
Yeah. Like when he first came out, he was on Community, and I used to love that show. And after that, then he was on The Hangover,
Right.
and I was okay with that. This show, he's just so irritating. And then what's her name? Nicole.
Scherzinger.
Yeah, the Pussycat Girl.
Yeah.
I mean, again, they're all just so fake sounding that I was just irritated with them. So what I would do, I would go online, the day after or whatever, and just watch the highlights of the singers
Right.
and like their clues.
Oh,
I'd just bypass everything else. So, but
I don't know.
congratulations to. Nah, I'm not gonna say it. But
People
congratulations
should
to the
know
winner.
already. It's old.
Yeah, I know, but still, some people
Okay.
would never, like me. I never seen them until just the other day.
Okay.
So.
We'll won't spoil everything.
Yeah, but congratulations to the winner.
Yeah. And the losers.
Yeah, even the other loser. See, that's the thing, though. All of these contestants, they're celebrities.
Right. So they don't really care.
Yeah, they have their millions. It's not like, so it's not like, oh my God, I just won the American Idol and I'm going to get paid
Yeah.
to
Now
go
it's
on
like
tour.
it's life changing to them. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, now I got like this award. Cool.
Right? It's like, I can put this with my Grammy
Yeah.
or put this with my Oscar. So, right, Mitch? My mom's biggest threat was threatening me to go make me live with my dad. But that's the thing, though. Like, my mom and dad are together. They're still together to this day. I mean, granted, they fight all the time, but
That's rare. That's rare nowadays. But
Right.
yeah. Lovely though. Lovely.
but yeah, every time I used to get in trouble, and I tell her I'm gonna move on, she'd go right ahead. Tell me where you're gonna. In fact, don't even tell me where you're gonna go. I don't care. Like, and so whenever I used to threaten, like I'm gonna run away, she's like, go right ahead.
Like bye.
Bye. Like I don't gotta pay for your food. Sweet. You know what I mean? And then what do? I move, like I just go across the street. Like I did move out of my house and live on the streets of Waikiki and down by the wall for about 2 years. And so I was homeless for about 2 years. But even then, let's be honest, man. Anytime I really needed to eat or whatever,
Right.
I could just go home, eat. And then she go, where are you going now? I'm just going to go back. Oh, okay. Because she knew, like, she used to beat the crap out of me. so she knew that I can handle.
Right.
You know, and the kind of person I am, I get along with mostly 99% of the people that I meet. So it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But
I used to say that. I think I used to say that before. I'm like, I get along. Not I get along with everyone, but I'm just saying, I get along with a lot of the people, like majority of the people. So I said 9 times out of 10 or 99 times out of 100, if you don't get along with me, then you're the a-hole.
Right? It's your fault.
That one time I might be the a-hole, but 99 out of 100, you're probably the a-hole if I don't get along with you. But nowadays, I don't know. I think I'm the a-hole a lot more. I think it might be 50-50 now. I just get irritated too easily for some reason now. I'm so aggro.
So aggro. You're like, I hate this already.
Yeah, I can't stand driving in traffic. Like people just irritate me.
Me neither. That's why I don't go to Walmart at 2:30 in the afternoon.
I think that has to be one of my New Year's resolutions. Also going into that, it's just kind of
Right.
the USA or something.
Find your zen.
Yeah,
Find your center.
I gotta do something about it.
You know, it sometimes it's just all it takes is just a little. You got to put it in your head while you're driving. Somebody cut you off. Somebody just took your parking spot.
Right.
That old lady ran over your foot with a cart. You just got to be like, I can't control other people, how a-hole they are. You know what I mean? That's how, dude. Sometimes I actually got to do that. I'm like, I can't control that guy. I can get out and I can beat the crap out of him. I could take the bat and just start wailing on him.
Right.
But what's that gonna do but put me in jail?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you gotta kind of weigh out the. It's like, is that parking spot really worth getting into it? Maybe he pulls a gun. Maybe you pull a knife. Maybe all kinds of stuff, and it just elevates, and you don't. After a while, you're like, yeah, screw it.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Right? It's not worth it. So, but anyway, what time is it?
About 9:40.
All right. Again, thank you, Mitch, all the way from Spokane, Washington, for joining us. Merry Christmas to you and your family out there in the cold part of America.
Yeah.
Well, I can't say the coldest because you're not in Chicago or all that stuff, but it's still pretty darn cold right now in Washington.
Definitely.
Who else lives in Washington?
Washington, Seattle.
Yeah, Nick Sato, right?
Nick Sato. Yeah.
What's his DJ name?
DJ Nick Styles.
Yes.
Previously known as DJ Nasty Boy.
There you go. You can check him out. I don't know if we're gonna have the link or not, but you can go ahead and check him out. You can. What's his name again? Nick Styles.
Yeah, DJ Nick Styles.
DJ Nick Styles. He does remixes and video mixes and all that too. I think, right?
Yeah. Does a lot of private events as well, weddings and whatnot. So.
Dude, and he's really good.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Just a homie.
And which is funny, because we went up to Seattle. I don't know how you met him. How did you meet Nick?
I think from Maui, like I knew a couple people.
Oh, okay.
He used to do mixes for the radio station in Maui, so yeah. So that's how I came about him. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So you met him in Maui.
Mm-hmm.
Years and years later, we go to Seattle, do a gig with him at Hot Spurs.
Yeah, HD Hot Spurs.
HD Hot Spurs. Got to give him a shout out.
That was like, I don't know. I'm insane. Like they like hip hop and not like anything from the radio. Like you hear on the radio. No, they don't want to hear that. It has to be like real.
Like they don't even want to hear, like, say Ghostface Killer. They don't want to hear his hit.
That's too mainstream.
Yeah, that's it. They want to hear like what he did when he was like a backpack rapper trying to sell CDs,
like B-sides and bootlegs and
like
anything mainstream. Nope. Don't play that stuff.
But he killed it over there, dude. They love him over there.
Yeah.
So we went up there, and I mean, you met him in Maui, which is literally like 4,000 miles away. We go to Seattle because we're from Las Vegas, so we go up there. Years later, I find out that Enjoy Comics owner in Hilo is Nick's brother, and I do stuff with Mike Sato and his wife Mel, and all that stuff in Hilo. So all of these connections, and I had no idea.
Yeah, it's crazy. Small world.
Isn't that crazy?
How everyone's connected to each other. It's that what is that thing called? Like seven
Connect the dots? Oh,
No.
7 degrees.
Yeah, 7 degrees.
Of
to-
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. So it's always like someone you can find someone who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody that you know.
But it's so weird that we had it didn't even take 7 degrees. It only took 2.
Right.
Nick and his brother. right? And then of course I never met you in Hawaii,
Right.
but we met in Vegas, and we know so many people in the same scene.
Yeah.
You know.
I think that's what the thing. I was so bad with like remembering people and people's names back in the day that that's kind of a trick I'd use. I'd be like, hey, and they would come up to me like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, oh, how you doing? And I'd be like, oh yeah, and I would have no idea who they were, and I'd be like, hey, how's your friend?
Yeah, how's your friend doing?
And then I try and lead them to say a name, then I'd be like, oh, okay, that's how I know them.
So my trick is either I'd have my friends. I used to always have my friends or my girlfriend with me.
Right.
Because I'm popular. So I used to, and so every time I say, hey, like say for example, I meet you, like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? How you doing? Oh, by the way, introduce yourself, and then that way I can listen to him say, oh, my name is Eric.
Right.
And my girlfriend would be like, oh, my name is Jane or Janelle or whatever flavor of the month it was at the time. Or I'd be like, dude, don't be rude. Introduce yourself. And then my friend would be like, because he knew, oh, my name is Alan Oda. And then the other guy would be like, oh, my name is Eric. How you doing? And so that's my trick. And then later on in the conversation, not directly then, because that's just too obvious. I'm like, yeah, dude, blah, 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 blah. Dude, Eric, it's so good seeing you. You know what I mean? Like 5 minutes into the conversation. Eric, it's so great seeing you, dude. We got to hang out. We live in the same city, but we never eat. And like, yeah, we're going to hang out. Well, of course, we never. Right? So that's my trick.
Yeah. I notice you like to call people by their names, like by reading their name tags.
Yep.
Why is that?
Well, because honestly, it makes a connection to a stranger, and to the point where it's like you feel, oh, okay, I feel good about it. You actually have an identity.
Right.
You're not just, a waiter. You're not just a server. You're not just a cook. You're not just a guy like just walking around Walmart asking, do you need anything? Right. Like, oh no, I'm, you know what, Sharon, I'm good. Thank you so much. Right. And Sharon's, who knows, dude? She might take you to the break room. She's having a super bad day. Somebody just ate her beef stroganoff, and she had it. She put the label on it. This is Sharon. Don't eat it. And somebody ate it anyway. And she's like, you know what? That's cool. I don't care. But she doesn't know why she's having a better day. Mm-hmm. But it's because somebody actually treated her like you.
Right. I got you. Yeah. I was wondering that because I always feel strange, like just reading their name time. Like, hey, Joe, how you doing? You know me?
Well, like if you do it in Hawaii, yeah, people are like, how do I know you? You can be like, dude, we're cousins, and they honestly, you're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot. Like, yeah, dude. Well, especially okay, this is a funny story. So
it's just real random tonight. Don't worry.
So I met this girl, right? Because you're in the nightclub scene, you're the MC,
right?
You meet people, and so I met this girl. We started talking, and we didn't do anything. Let me put that out there right now, that we didn't do anything, but we were talking, and I brought at the time I had a girlfriend, and so I brought her to a family reunion, which was basically the first birthday of my cousin's baby or whatever. Right. And I go to this thing, and it's in Haleiwa, so it's all the way by Camp Ergman. Oh, now, if you don't know where Camp Ergman is in Hawaii, that's like Mokuleia. This is like super far away, right? It's like in the sticks. I get there, and I see her there. She looks at me, and I look at her like, well, what are you doing here? That's my cousin. That's her baby. I'm like, that's my cousin. That's her baby. Yeah, that ended that real quick. and then especially she goes, who are you with? My girlfriend. And at that time, I'm like, I'm just going to tell him it's my girlfriend because it's not like we're going to hook up anymore. Right? So, yeah, Hawaii's a small place, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that's my story.
Sticking to it. I want to give a shout out to everyone else tuning into the podcast, watching in. And don't forget, man, help us out by subscribing. I see you guys in there. And so don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, also comment. And check out our Facebook pages and all our social media, Instagram. We have a lot more content coming up in the new year. So definitely a lot more guests. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel and definitely hook us up because I see you guys watching, but you guys not subscribing. So do it.
You got to subscribe so that we can get 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, then we can get monetized.
You know what I want? Like, okay, this is another thing I want for next year. I want to get 100,000 subscribers. Do you know why?
Why is that?
Because apparently, YouTube sends you an actual physical plaque that says congratulations on your 100,000 subscribers.
Wow.
Like they physically like congratulate you. I like YouTube. It gives you a platform to do whatever you want. You know, as long as you stay within their realm of you know, morality.
Yeah, rules and all that stuff. But definitely, yeah.
100,000. Let's get there. Like we need your help.
What are we at now? Like
6. No, what are we at now?
like 35 last I looked.
I don't know. The
Not that
stream
great.
is kind of a.
No,
kinda
that's just the.
Is that
That's
your
not the
computer? Or
line.
is that
Yeah, that's just the refresh rate on that.
a refresh rate?
Our stream's good.
Okay. But yeah, let's get those subscriptions up. Hit the subscribe button, the like, and of course the notification. So every time we do this on Tuesday, you get that notification on your phone. Say, hey, Baga, you better go listen. You gotta go Aloha State of Mind. You gotta put the state of mind in your Aloha-ness. And so, I mean, you don't have to listen to us the whole time.
No, you should.
Get in the
You
chat,
should.
right? Get in the chat room, and then so that way we know you're there. And just like Mitch, we'll just have a conversation with you.
Yeah,
You know what I
it can
mean?
be more interactive and
Yeah.
like I said, we want to do a lot with the podcast, get more people on, and you know, just definitely start spreading the word out there that people in Hawaii are doing big things. We got people from Vegas lined up, people from Japan as guests, and people back home in Hawaii, and a lot more guests we just want to talk with and introduce them to the world. So
Yep.
that's our mission right here at the Low State of Mind podcast. So, and to give out free stuff.
To give out free stuff.
We learned that from the radio station is that you give out free stuff and people like you.
Right? Oh, dude. Back in the days. Now, if you're old enough to know this, then I love you. But back in the days, the I-94 yellow antenna balls,
Right.
oh my God, you could buy a car with those. You could put down a down payment on a house with those.
Yeah, like I said, they were like Bitcoin.
Like, I remember, like, people used to put them on the, used to steal them off of other people's stuff.
Right.
And then they would like, literally stack them up on their antennas and super glue it on so nobody else can steal it.
Dang.
Ain't that crazy?
That's some craziness.
Some craziness. And that and a lanyard. Oh,
Yeah, lanyards.
you can buy like plate lunch with lanyards.
Talk about fads, man. Those are some crazy fads back then. Antenna balls. It was like a styrofoam thing that you put on your antenna. Well, and back then, I guess maybe
Radio.
like people didn't know, but a lot of cars had that skinny metal wire antenna.
Yep.
Now, like everything's like this little nubby, little black nubby plastic thing.
That's
Back
what I
in the
got.
day, it was like those antennas, and like, people are just gaga. I think was it Jack in the Box started off with those things?
Yep, they did it too.
I don't know if they were the first, but I remember Jack in the Box, and then the gas stations like 76, and I don't know what why I don't know what the
The orange
fascination.
one, yeah, the 76 bar. I remember that.
I
That's
don't know.
old school. That's like back in the days when like Petty used to drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what the fascination was with that, and then trying to think of some other crazes that went on fads. Like I remember like collecting those McDonald's like Beanie Babies and stuff. It's
Excuse me,
another
yeah.
crazy thing that went on. Ooh, I know one. Because I personally stood in line
Oh boy.
at what's it called? Toys and Joys in Kaimaki.
I was about to say that's the only time you'd ever go stand in line at a toy place. Toys and Joys and Toys R Us.
And weirdly enough, it wasn't for like a video game or anything like that.
What was it?
It was for a Furby.
You actually stood in line for a Furby?
And you know why?
Why?
You know who it was for?
Why? Who?
My grandma.
She wanted a
My
Furby?
grandma wanted a Furby. So I stood in line. I got up like, I don't know what time. Early in the morning.
Ridiculously early.
Rolled my bicycle up there and I stood in line and I got a Furby for my grandma.
Oh, there you go. That's a good cause.
But yeah, like crazy things you do, like just back in the day. Now it's just like Amazon Prime,
Right?
Click.
Amazon Prime, Amazon Prime, Amazon
and
Prime.
I'm guilty of that.
Dude, Amazon Prime. So we go to like Fry's Electronics here in the
God.
mainland, and of course it's like So people in Hawaii, if you don't know what Fry's is, I don't know where you've been. It's kind of like a CompUSA or
It's like a big electronics store,
Yeah.
like kind of like a Radio Shack on steroids.
yeah,
But
okay,
Radio Shack closed down too. No.
yeah.
CompUSA closed down. Circuit City closed.
Yeah, like Circuit City. Okay, so it's kind of like that, but every shelf was like barren, right? I mean, we're talking like, what the hell? It's Amazon, dude. Everybody's just online. And then we asked the clerk. He's like, "Are you guys closing down?" He's like, "We're definitely not closing down. We're just waiting for our vendors to restock us." We're thinking to ourselves, "There's no way that like your vendors are like, yeah, you sold out on everything, nuts, bolts."
75% of your inventory
Right.
is dust.
Gone and dust, but you're just waiting for them to restock you. So anyway,
Yeah, that's crazy. Like how Amazon just taking down everything. Like I said, you go in all those like big box stores like Fry's, and there's like 20 checkout lines, and there's like 2 cashiers now and like 18 empty ones.
right?
And
I
you're
mean,
like,
it's sad to see, but that's the state of that's the state of
that's
how
not the
commerce
Aloha
is.
state of mind, but that's the state of
No.
mind of retail.
That's the state of commerce.
You
Yeah.
figure, was it J.C. Penney's,
Sears,
Toys R Us?
Toys R Us. I mean, they're coming back, but Toys R Us.
Yeah, everything kind of fell to the wayside once Amazon kind of took over.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's almost spooky to me just because I feel like no one's ever going to go out for anything soon. Like you can Postmate food to your house. Like,
Yeah, you never have to leave the house.
yeah, if you don't want to, you never have to leave the house. Like kids don't go play. They're like, don't go play. Just like why? I can just talk to my friend online on the phone. And
Right? It's like, go meet your friends at the park. What's a park?
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they literally don't know. They're like, what is that? Is that like school? It's like, yeah, no, it's like, well, okay, yeah, it's like school, but without buildings.
Yeah, it's strange when I went back to Hawaii for, I think it was either my grandma's funeral, maybe my dad's funeral. I met up with a couple of my buddies from high school,
Mm-hmm.
like him and his wife, and they were literally having this conversation, and they're like telling their kids like, why don't you go over to your friend's house or something? Like just trying to get a break from them. They're like why?
Like,
You're going
I
to
see
talk to
them
them.
online.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, why would I go there? I can talk to them and see them. They're like, you know what? I'm just gonna get in the car. I'm gonna take you to your friend's house. You're going to your friend's house.
Right? You can play the game inside their house as long as you're sitting next to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. And
Crazy.
well, that's another thing we were talking about. Like, I guess he was watching a documentary or whatever about how like malls used to be gathering
yeah.
places where not just kids, but families and all that go to food courts and go shopping and all that. Because malls are kind of slowly going downhill.
Right.
Like nobody goes and says, I'm gonna go meet my friend at the mall. I'm gonna go have my first date at the mall. I'm gonna go to a food court, get Panda Express, feed the girl, and then go have popcorn and whatever and a drink at the movie theater at the mall. You're not gonna get that anymore. It's
Right.
sad, dude.
Yeah, I think it's called like Abandoned or something that on Hulu. It's where this guy, he goes around. I think he's like a skater dude, and he goes around just kind of checking out all these places. Like the first one is about malls, and then he goes to all these places that just been kind of run down and abandoned. But yeah, like it's crazy, like how, like you said, malls were like the mecca of just meeting up and like of just being social. Like you would just go there all the time. Like you'd just be like, I'm pretty sure a lot of everyone had their first girlfriends, or you know what I mean. Like I watch a lot of YouTube stuff, and I was watching these other guys. It's like people, like especially these millennials and whatever the next generation is called. I forget what you call it, but they don't know how to interact with people and other kids. You know what I mean? They don't have that, like going up to a girl and be like seeing someone and be like, oh my god,
Right?
go talk to her.
No, you go
yeah.
talk to her. No, you gotta talk to her. I'm not the one that likes her.
Yeah. Now it's just like you don't have that, excitement and the
Yeah.
fear of rejection. It's just like swipe left, swipe right,
Right.
click like whatever it is. It's just like so informal, so they don't have those deep meaning relationships with not only like a boyfriend girlfriend, but even just like friendships.
Right. Well, and that's the reason why I encourage, like a lot of my friends' kids are homeschooled now. Right.
That's even
That's
worse.
even worse. And I'm like, the reason why you go to school is not just to learn, your basic math, arithmetic, and all that. It's to learn interaction with other people.
Right.
learn what not to do, learn what it means to be a part of a group of friends. So, yeah, like it's. I think school is really the only place that they physically see each other anymore. You
Right.
know, like for example, you have a daughter that has friends in school, whatever.
Uh-huh.
The only time she ever actually sees them is if when you guys go to like a swap meet. Right?
Oh,
Like you go to swap meet, she'll meet up with her friends. You'll walk around. Of course, they don't know you, right? until you text her, we're at the front, meet us now.
Right.
But that's good because now she has interaction with her friends on a physical level, right? Like, like hanging out and. But in reality, a lot of people now they're gamers, like boys and girls, and they'll sit in front of the computer. Now they can see each other,
Right.
but they're not physically together, and all they're doing is just talking, and there's no filter because they can say whatever they want, because this guy lives in Tokyo.
Right.
You can say, hey, you beep 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 beep, beep, and you can call him all these names. And you can tell him, yeah, man, I'm gonna slit your throat the next time I see you. When are you ever gonna see somebody that lives in Tokyo?
Yeah.
You know what I mean, or that lives in Brazil, and so you have no filter when it comes to that because you have this screen in front of you that protects you. And so again, when you meet somebody in real life, you don't think about it, and that gangster that's lived on the street,
You don't know how to act.
yeah, you don't know how to act. So. But anyway, I don't know how we got into that conversation.
Yeah, we're just going in randomness tonight, but it's all good. We're just talking story and letting you guys into our state of mind tonight, actually.
So we was watching Joe Rogan earlier today with Mark,
Right.
and they're talking about like mountain lions and all of that stuff in, I guess, domestic areas, right? It's like, oh well, we can't kill these beings and all this, and honestly. We shouldn't be killing mountain lions, but the physical fact is that we're encroaching on their natural territories.
Oh,
Right?
Building so close to.
Yeah, building is literally right next to parks and
mountain,
recreational
yeah.
places.
Right.
And so when your dog goes missing, or like children or even grown adults get taken, like they're like, oh, we can't kill him. We have to kill him. That's his thing. He's like, we have to kill the ones that are, taking livestock or whatever. We have to kill the
Right.
ones that are, like, okay. So this is what he's saying, and this is a whole nother podcast that I don't even think you saw. Maybe you saw it.
I think I fell asleep or something.
And so he was saying that, like, for example, elephants. Right. You get all these. Oh yeah, they're going out to Africa and they're killing elephants and they're endangered species.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah, but Africa's a big place. It's kind of like in America, right? If you go to New York, you're not going to see a giraffe. Oh, okay, well, let's say America, right? If you go to New York, you're not going to see mountain lions,
Right.
right? Because it's that area. There's no mountain lions in that area, so they're scarce. But if you go into Montana,
Right.
or into rural areas of California, they have a ton of them.
Of course.
Yeah, it's the same thing in Africa, where it's like certain areas are scarce,
Mm-hmm.
and that's the ones that you shouldn't kill.
Right.
But the ones that you go and you see, like all these rich people going into like these hunting excursions and
Right.
killing at
Clubs, yeah.
and they're like, oh, you shouldn't be doing that. It's like, well, they have an abundance of elephants in that area. That area has like 10,000 elephants to one human,
Right.
and they're killing everything, And once that an elephant goes nuts, there's no stopping it.
Right.
Right? It'll trample.
Look at Tyke.
Right, exactly. I mean, look how. I mean, whew, I don't want to look at Tate because that was really sad.
I'm just giving it an example.
Right, but so he's like, so there's a difference. It's like there's an abundance in one area, and Africa's big, and there's none in one area. So that's the reason why if you see the ones that are like in those gaming, like I guess big game enclosures where they go hunting for these, is because they have so many in that
Right.
area. And they're like, well, why don't you transfer over to, like, take these and put them over there? It's like, first of all, you can't just take elephants in this area and bring them to this area because they won't survive.
Right.
Right? They won't survive. It's totally different climates and all that kind of stuff. But also, it takes money to transfer a pack of elephants.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, there's Joe Rogan and all. Much love to Joe Rogan. He's one of the reasons why we do the podcast because he's showing us how to do it.
Right.
I mean,
Definitely.
he's got like 4-hour podcast where you're riveted,
That's insane. Yeah.
right?
We hope to be as interesting one day.
I is because you know why we are?
Why?
Because I'm taking his stories that he's telling and I'm telling him on this one.
Yeah. Just in case you missed it, we can condense his stories. So
Yeah.
we can sound interesting. Yeah. But talking about what was that? Mountain lions.
Mhm.
I was watching this other, just briefly into it about was it coyotes or like how they're like they're infiltrating like all the major cities and
You got coyotes here too?
yeah.
In San
I
Diego.
forget
In
what
San
they call them.
Diego.
It was like I forget. It's like a hybrid of a coyote and a wolf, or I forget what they called it. Man, I forget. I was watching a documentary on it.
I know that they're having a problem with coyotes and like a hybrid of a coyote and a domestic dog,
Oh.
like German shepherds and all that. The ones that actually could take a beating.
Right.
Like you're never gonna see a coyote and a Pomeranian mix, right? Because it'll just kill it. But if it comes up to a dog, like say a German Shepherd or a bulldog, or not bulldog, like a pit bull or whatever, that can handle like the physical training of it, then they'll try and mate.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I think it's called a coy wolf. they
Coy
call it.
wolf.
Yeah, it's a informal term for a hybrid descended from coyotes, eastern wolves, and gray wolves. So it's kind of like a hybrid of both, and it's just been kind of like.
It's been spreading.
Yeah, they said they've been like infiltrating like a lot of major cities and like even LA like that. Even over here, like where we live, like you
Yeah.
see random, like because their natural habitat or whatever in the mountains and the lack of food, so they start coming looking for like little dogs. Like a lot of, like recently, like lot of people's been like missing their dogs. And, like they literally see the coyotes come and just like
Just
snatch them. Yeah, and they usually run in like pairs because they're supposed to be like real tricky. Like I listened to some stuff where they say like they actually like play dead or something, like to lure them in, and then like the other two will jump them, almost like gangs or something.
Dude, it's like those velociraptors in Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
Like you'll see one in front of you, but you don't see the other two on the side of you.
yeah, they're like they actually have that mindset where they're like play dead or something, trying to lure somebody in and then
Wow.
just jump them and
Just
crazy.
destroy it.
yeah, but
Like it's funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's kind of scary. Coming back from one of the gigs. Well, no, I think we just went down to Harrah's just to hang out and talk to the other DJ that works there here in San Diego or in Escondido. And we went to the Harrah's casino. And by the way, we almost killed a deer there. And then on the way back, we are coming in your what you call this, like urban area, like here where you live.
yeah,
And we actually saw 2 coyotes on the front lawn of somebody's house, and we actually stopped to try and look and take a picture, but we couldn't get it because they were fast. And I was like, "What was that? Was that just dogs?" Like, no, dude, those are coyotes. Like they're looking for food. They're looking for cats, and even Joe Rogan was saying that they like how they cut open the bodies and everything to check what's in the stomachs,
right.
and like 90% of it is cats and dogs. And so, yeah, I was like, "What?"
Definitely.
And what kind of dogs do you have here?
Little Yorkies and Chihuahuas,
About that big.
about 3 pounds,
that
5
big.
pounds, 7 pounds. Yeah, so
So yeah, they would be taking up like nothing, dude.
yeah, we definitely always keep an eye on them for sure.
You don't think about it, especially in San Diego, because when you think of San Diego, you think of SeaWorld and you think of Comic Cons and all that. But they actually have to put a fake owl out there, so that way the falcons and other owls don't come and grab their dogs while they're outside pooping.
Yeah, that's the thing about having small dogs. Like we're about coyotes and these falcons and hawks. I guess because we live like not nearby, but like near the mountains and also near the San Diego, the wildlife.
Preserve.
Yeah, so there's a lot of I don't know if they're hawks or what they are. There's like a certain area where they just kind of have like a whole bunch of them. So
Jeez.
like you gotta they can actually swoop down and grab them. I've never seen it, but I'm like, must be a pretty big bird if it can like kind of lift like even like a 3 pound
Right?
or like a 5 pound dog, like literally lift them and fly up. But I guess they can.
They
so-
can, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. Like you don't realize, but even a falcon, the wingspan on a falcon is like 4, 5, 6 feet sometimes, and it's like their body's only like this,
Right.
but their wingspans are like this, and so they can pick up like crazy stuff. But yeah, I was like, why do you have a fake owl on your roof. He's like, so that the other owls don't kill him. I was like, what? And then I was gonna let the dogs out to pee at night just before they went. It's like, oh no, don't let them out. I was like, why not? It's because coyotes will jump the. I think you got like a 7-foot, 6-foot fence or whatever it's out there. They jump over, grab them, and jump back out.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
Insane. It's insane.
Like you live in wild world, man. Like like it's crazy. So, but I live in Vegas, and we don't. Well, no, I did see a coyote in Vegas once. When I first moved there, I was on Maryland Parkway, and I saw it. Yeah, ask me if I go walking in that area again. So, but yeah.
All right, we're about an hour in, so we're just gonna let's wrap it up. You want to wrap it up for tonight and just kind of wrap it up.
Wrap it up and go eat our meat, John.
Like a Christmas present. See, you see the pun there? See that?
Yeah,
see what I did?
Yeah, pundage. You got punded.
Yeah.
Dude, hashtag you got punded.
Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna wrap it up there. We're gonna wish everyone out there a Merry Christmas. You know, hopefully Santa comes and see you and gives you all your presents that you want, and maybe they'll
Thank you,
some
Santa.
Aloha State of Mind podcast gear for you, hopefully.
Right.
If you're lucky.
Right, and keep in mind, we're going to put that link down below in the description so you can go check it out. We got Aloha State of Mind podcast merchandise. We got Free Isabella's Steam Royals, Downright Beautiful, the Hoonies, which is a big hit right now.
Right.
You want to go check that out. So freeandeasylifestyle.com. It'll be in the description.
Yeah, don't forget also to help us out to get our 100,000 subscribers. Free said we're going to try for next year. So be sure to subscribe to the channel. Tell all your friends about it. If you have any guests you would like to see us interview, definitely let us know. Put it in the comments. You can hit us up on our Facebook, Instagram, all Aloha State of Mind podcast. Easy to find, real simple, real easy. And also don't forget to like the videos. Yes. If you like the videos, to let us know why. If you don't like them, comment and let us know why. Maybe we can improve. We're up for improvement. You know, we're not those guys who like think we know everything, but we would like to improve. We would like your comments and criticism.
Yeah.
We'll take the criticism in and let out the goodness. But be sure to like the video and comment. So
All right.
definitely we're gonna wrap it up here. You got anything you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say Merry Christmas to the New Extreme Gang in Hawaii. Jax, Quan, Greg, or Nader. Quan. Greg, he's in California now, but Kim, Tiffany, everybody from New Extreme, the whole Ohana, Kristen, and then 720, DJ 720.
Oh, gotcha.
Big T's, AZD, all those guys.
Yep,
You know,
everyone
Merry
in Maui,
Christmas. Mom,
DJ
Dad.
Lex, my homies in Maui
Alex.
also. Just my family and friends, everyone out there in Oahu, my aunt, my nephews, my brother.
Anamana.
Yeah, Anamana. Check out Anamana on Instagram. Make sure to like my nephew. He's like one of those
Orange.
instructors at Orange Theory Fitness.
Orange Theory Fitness.
Yeah, so if you want to get in shape, definitely check out Orange Theory Fitness in the Kapahulu area. I believe he's a instructor. He can get you in shape. Like if I was there, I'd be there. But
You get you in shape like me, yeah?
So yeah, I just want to say shout out to all the Ohana out there back home. Hopefully you guys having a great Christmas. And as we ramp into New Year's, make sure you guys don't drink and drive. I can't stress that enough. Too many people I've seen pass away for that, especially during the New Year's time. We just want everyone to stay safe. So definitely that's a word to the wise.
All right.
We're going to wrap it up there?
Yep.
All right, we're going to wrap it up there for now. We want to just say thank you to everyone as we close the show. And this is Mark Easy.
And this is DJ Free.
Yep, with the Aloha State of Mind podcast. Till next time, we will see you guys later.
Aloha!
Aloha! State of Mind podcast.